don't have that book bag or helmet.
You're really gonna make me have to go through all this work?
I'm telling you, that's not
Because the next thing I'm doing, I'm writing search warrants, I'm going to your house and I'm gonna raid the place. I'm gonna find your book bag, I'm gonna find your helmet. You really wanna make me go through all of that? When you could just cut to the chase and we could settle this a lot easier and quicker?
Like
and you probably get in a whole lot less trouble?
Like I said, I did not ride the bike while yesterday.
I just showed you a picture of you riding it here yesterday.
That's not me.
Just, come on. But again, I'm giving you this one opportunity to come clean about running from us last night.
I get how you're trying to do your job, but that's not me.
Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna go to your house with some search warrants and I'm gonna go find what I'm looking for. Okay. And I'm gonna take an arrest warrant for you and you're gonna go to prison.
Is it on?
Yeah. What you did last night is felony 40 eluding. And you have to go to jail, you have to go to prison for a year for that. So again, I'm trying to give you an out to where you don't have to go to prison for a whole year of your life.
I get how you're trying to do your job.
But if you're gonna make me go through all this legwork, writing search warrants, finding evidence and stuff, you know,
I get how you're trying to do your job.
So you don't want to complain about running from me last night?
It's not riding my bike last night. As I said, my girlfriend drives me to work.
So the pictures I just showed you, you're riding your bike with those same exact shoes on, isn't you?
No.
Literally the same exact shoes.
White shoes or white shoes?
No, they're Nike, just like the guy in the picture on your bike.
Is Nike not the top brand?
Alright, cool, man. I mean, that even looks like you, like straight up. Cool. I'll be in touch with him. Sure. One last chance so you don't go to prison for a year?
You can have a good day.
What?
You can have a good day.
Cool. We'll be in touch. Thanks.
So, yeah, I straight up tell him, I'm like, look, my next steps will be going to your house with a search warrant to look for the helmet and the backpack. So, like,
when you house, you mean the apartment?
Correct, the apartment, right.
His residence.
I didn't know which apartment I knew, like, the building. I had a general idea of which building they lived in at that point, but I didn't know which unit number yet.
Gotcha.
But, so, you know, that was kind of just like throwing that out there, tried to see if he'd kind of come off on it, maybe, but he wouldn't. So, that kind of ended that. The conversation's longer, but that was kind of the end of that. So, the next step,
False Swearing, OCGA Section, the 16th of October 71. Signing a sworn affidavit. Knowing it contains false statements is a felony, punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison, a fine, or both.
Alright, I got warrants for you, okay? Where's your phone at?
Not on me. I didn't have a phone today.
You didn't have a phone today?
Nope.
Do you have a cell phone?
Nope.
You don't? I mean, you gave me a cell phone number
He's
earlier,
not
right?
answered any more questions. He's
Okay.
pleading the fifth, wants an attorney.
That's fine.
Tell him, Chris.
Pleading the fifth.
182, I'm 1015. Hey, Hart. Come here.
Do you have a warrant from, why are you like in my house, my garage?
You have anything in your pockets?
Okay, well, Chris is right here.
Is this like an apron? You want to leave that here?
Can you take the ring off and give it to my mom? You have to twist it.
Yeah, if you have like a watch or anything, Chris, take that off too.
No, I don't. Give that to Taylor. She's giving you my ring.
No, bring him. Y'all stay right here for a second, okay? Yep. Alright, here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to sit here and write a search warrant to seize your cell phone out of that residence. So, if you want to speed things along and give me your cell
I
phone.
don't have a cell phone.
I need everyone out of the house, please.
No, show me a warrant.
I'm securing the house.
Show me a warrant.
Again,
Show me a warrant.
at this point, the house is being secured
Show me a warrant.
for a search warrant.
Show me a warrant.
Because I believe that there's contraband evidence of my
Show
crime
me a
inside this
warrant.
house.
Show me a
So I
warrant.
need this house cleared.
Show me a
Okay, I'll
warrant.
clear it myself.
No, you won't. I'll call the police on you. I have dogs
Hey,
in my
come on out of the house.
No.
Everyone's detained. Come
Do
on.
you have a
Come on
warrant?
out.
Do you
Come on
have
out.
a warrant? This is being videotaped.
Again.
I hope you know that.
Again. At this
Do you
point,
have a warrant? I'm gonna
this
call the
residence
police
is being
and I don't
secured.
care. I'm gonna call the
Come on,
cops.
everyone outside
No.
now.
What's your name and your badge number?
If you continue to
I
obstruct
have
me,
kids. I'm not obstructing
you're
you.
gonna
I have small kids and dogs.
If you continue
Do
to
you have a
obstruct
warrant?
me, if you continue to
Do you
obstruct
have
me,
a warrant?
you're going to be placed under
Do
arrest
you
for
have a
obstruction.
warrant?
Right now, I need everyone out of this house right now.
Yes, ma'am. 925
You're under
Little River. For what?
Obstruction. You're
I'm
hindering
on
my.
the phone
You're
with
hindering.
911.
You're hindering
Let me.
my
You're
investigation.
scaring my son.
Again, everyone is detained.
I called the police to confirm if you had a warrant and you're
Again,
arresting me.
relax. Everyone is.
Okay, this is Cherokee County Magistrate Judge Emery Lott on the record with Cherokee County Sheriff's Office Deputy Mills on search warrant E-docket E014063, case number SO25012319. Deputy, would you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear that the statements and testimony you give in regards to this application, affidavit, and warrant are true to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. Tell me first what it is that we're searching.
Yes, sir. Right now we are intending to search a residence located at 921 Little River Lane in Woodstock here in Cherokee County.
All right. All right, and we searching the whole residence, or are we doing...
Yes, sir. The inside of the residence, what I'm looking for is a cellular phone belonging to Joseph Christopher Helms, which has phone number 704-989-6098 associated with it. Your Honor, this stems from a fleeing and eluding case. The Mr. Helms fled on a previous date and was arrested here, subject to an arrest warrant. At the time of his arrest, he said he didn't have a cell phone, which was inaccurate. During an interview with him earlier in the day, he provided me with a cell phone number, so I know it's inaccurate that he doesn't have one because he gave me a number for his cell phone. What's a number for your phone number? So I can call you when I have your warrant signed?
704-989-6098.
At the time of his arrest, I also noticed he had some phone numbers written with pin on his arms, so it would indicate that he had already been in the cell phone and got the numbers he needed for jail out of it to leave it at the house. The reason I'm after the cell phone, Judge, is because I know that cell phones contain evidence which would be directly related to this fleeing case. Some of that evidence would include GPS data that's stored on the device, which would show locations and times. Also, other material on the phone would also be evident in this case.
Okay. Sounds good. We're going to jump off here and grant this search warrant and get some signatures.
Seconds for them to go in the house and do this protective sweep. But then Corporal Mills himself admitted in his report that he was going in the house to search for this cell phone before ever applying for a search warrant for the cell phone. And then there's this little problem. Georgia is in the 11th Federal Circuit. I've discussed this case before on other videos, Moore versus Peterson, an 11th Circuit case from 2015, which is a problem for them here. It says police violate the Fourth Amendment when they effect a warrantless arrest at the threshold of a home where they lack probable cause and either exigent circumstances or consent. When the police knock on a door and the occupant chooses to open the door and speak with the officers, the occupant need not allow the officers to enter the premises and may refuse to answer any questions at any time. Did Corporal Mills get caught on video violating that very clearly established case law? Yes, he did. But the most important thing here is that Mills thought that he could just get an arrest warrant for Joseph and then arrest him at Joseph's mother's house. That's not the case. Steagald versus United States says he would have to have both an arrest warrant and a search warrant because the Fourth Amendment rights belong to Natasha. It's her home. She doesn't lose her Fourth Amendment rights just by having her son as a guest at her home. They admitted in their press release that the arrest took place at Natasha's home. If that's the case, the arrest of Joseph itself was illegal. And this is why I believe what's happening here is even more egregious than just government incompetence. More than just one incompetent or out of control officer, this entire department has instead opted to lie to the public. And not only lie, but to lie in such a way is to try to trick you, to try to trick the public into believing that you didn't see what you saw. What happened was actually perfectly constitutional because there was this high-speed chase and they make it sound like the guy fled into this house. And here's why they did that. The general rule, according to Steagald versus United States, is that if the police want to enter the home of someone other than the person named in their arrest warrant because they want to arrest that person, they typically need a search warrant. That's to protect the rights of the third-party homeowner. Those are our rights as homeowners. Our home is our castle. There are only a couple of exceptions to that. One is consent. If the homeowner or someone with authority over the property gives consent for the police to enter and go arrest that person, then no search warrant is needed. But video footage proves here that the homeowner was demanding a search warrant and ended up getting arrested for doing so. They cannot claim consent here. So here is their only possible justification: exigent circumstances. And that's why Mills used the word exigency in his police report. So if there were urgent circumstances where immediate action is necessary, such as hot pursuit, if the officers are in hot pursuit of a fugitive and the fugitive just runs into this third party's home, the police can obviously follow without having to go get a warrant first to prevent that fugitive's escape. The other possible exigent circumstances, which pops up in like domestic violence cases all the time, is risk of imminent harm. If there's a reasonable belief that somebody inside this third party's house is in immediate danger, or if evidence critical to the case might be destroyed. The example used for that is drugs are being flushed down the toilet, for instance. Officers might enter without a warrant under exigent circumstances. And that's why they tried to frame what happened here as a hot pursuit situation where there was this motorcycle chase and this kid ran into his mom's home. Not the facts at all. Nor is it a situation where there was somebody inside flushing cocaine down the toilet. In fact, there was no exigency, there was no emergency at all. What was the emergency that Joseph had to be arrested right then and there? Mills had already talked to him at Papa John's a couple of hours earlier. Joseph was not hiding. Joseph was not on the run. There was no arrest warrant for Joseph until after Joseph's mother asserted her rights, thereby pissing off Mills, this tyrant who was going to teach mom a lesson by now getting an arrest warrant for her son because she didn't submit to him, because she asserted her rights, and not only arrest her son at her home illegally, but also barge into her house, force all of her young children to come outside, and do everything that he did. This was about retaliation, pure and simple. There was no emergency at all. He was just doing these things because he knew that he could. Because usually nobody's watching, but now people are watching. You're watching. So if you care about your basic constitutional rights, if you don't want the government being able to enter your home unlawfully without a warrant, you should be upset about this. You have an out-of-control Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. They are going to respond to nothing but public outrage. That needs to be generated by you sharing this footage, like the video, comment the video, get that algorithm working so that more people and more people and more people see the footage. Also, the charges are still pending. Share this footage so that that prosecutor knows that you're watching them, that the public is watching, and they better do the right thing here. If I hear anything else, I'll update, and you can follow along at the Civil Rights Lawyer.